The church appeared in the field behind Miller Road overnight. No workers. No equipment. No tire tracks. Just a full stone church standing in an empty field that had been bare the day before. People gathered at sunrise, confused. The walls looked ancient, covered in vines, but the ground beneath had no foundation, as if the church had grown straight out of the earth. Ray, the man who found it first, touched the front door. It was warm, almost alive. He and a few others stepped inside. The pews were perfect, dustless. Candles lined the walls, unlit. A massive wooden cross hung above the altar, but the figure carved onto it wasn't Christ. It was tall, thin, with stretched arms and a mouth carved open in a silent scream. Before anyone could react, the candles burst into flame. They ran. That night, at 12:03 a.m., the neighbors heard singing. A deep, haunting choir with dozens of voices blending into one impossible harmony. But the church windows stayed dark. No shadows moved inside. Just that eerie music drifting through the empty field. The next morning, the town brought in Dr. Elias Haven, a historian who knew religious architecture better than anyone. He found symbols carved around the doors, but none belonging to any religion. Some looked older than Christianity itself. Inside, the pews had moved. They now formed a perfect circle around the altar. A book lay on it. Not a Bible. A black hymnal with names written inside. Hundreds of names. On the last page, the ink was still wet. Ray Porter. Ray didn't answer his phone, didn't answer the door. When they checked his house, he was gone. Footprints led toward the church, but none led back. Inside, the pews had moved again, forming a straight aisle like the church was preparing for a ceremony. Ray's hat sat at the end of the aisle, still warm. That night, the choir returned, louder, deeper. Layers of voices that sounded impossibly familiar. One neighbor swore she heard Ray's voice among them. Dr. Haven decided to destroy the church. At midnight, he brought a crew with sledgehammers. The moment they stepped inside, the doors slammed shut behind them. Candles ignited. The cross lowered itself, creaking as if bending down to watch. The black hymnal flipped open by itself to a blank page. Then words carved slowly into it, as if written by invisible fingers. Dr. Elias Haven, he screamed. The windows lit up bright white as if fire engulfed the inside, but no smoke escaped. When the doors finally opened at sunrise, the church was silent. The workers were gone. Dr. Haven was gone. Only the hymnal remained, filled with new names, names no one recognized, names of people the church had chosen. Today, the church still stands, perfect, untouched. But at night, the choir returns. Soft at first, then louder, until one voice whispers above the rest,